A popular Carnival influencer has come under scrutiny after multiple small businesses accused her of not following through on promotional agreements made ahead of this year's Sanusha Carnival celebrations. According to reports, the influencer had reached out to a local jewelry brand in early July, proposing a collaboration in which she would receive pieces in exchange for marketing content on her platform. The business agreed and provided her with the jewelry before Carnival began. However, weeks later, in fact, well into August, the company claims there has still been no promotional video or post. What has added to their frustration is the fact that the influencer has continued wearing the jewelry publicly without crediting the brand in any way. The owner of the jewelry company, now visibly upset, took to social media to share her side of the story. And I quote, "I never messaged her, she messaged me. I never look for you, you look for me. It's been almost a month she's had the chain and wearing it too. Not a review, not a tag, nothing, bro. As I messaged you and asked for the items to be returned and paid, 140 USD worth of jewelry, that's 380 EC. You're telling me we felt as if it would have get drowned and not recognized if you posted it then. What?" The controversy doesn't stop there. Another small business, a local cake company, claimed that they also provided the influencer with a custom cake for promotional purposes. 3 weeks have passed and they say there's still no content posted. Facing growing public backlash, the influencer finally addressed the situation on social media. She admitted to poor communication and said that in the case of the jewelry, she and the business owner had agreed she would pay for the items she used and return the rest.
So one of the brands reached out to me and they said that they do not feel comfortable with the fact that the content was not posted. I let them know that I am not able to post it immediately because it's jewelry and I wanted to kind of wait until it fit my content time. She said she wasn't pleased. She actually said she wanted the products back. I said I'll pay for the products that I used because I just didn't feel like it makes sense to send back the ones that were used, and I'll just send back the ones that were not. And we agreed on that like within 15-20 minutes.
She also stated that she paid for the cake, though she acknowledged that the promotional content hadn't been delivered yet.
Like I said before, I genuinely believe that organic content means that the placement needs to make sense. Because I travel from destination to destination, my content cycle changes and my audience changes alongside my algorithm. But I collab back. So I have to collab back with a person's page when I work with them. So it would always benefit that page because it's in that region. But if I want high engagement, I need to ensure that it is placed at a time that makes sense to my content style, or at least my content schedule. With that being said, I made my own executive decisions in St. Vincent and St. Lucia and Barbados for when I think content should go out. That was just a choice that I personally made. So the way that my content is set up, if it misses the intentional organic post date, then I would post it whenever the next best slot is. The bad part about that is if it takes 2 weeks, if it takes 3 weeks, if it takes 8 days, that's just how I do it. The issue there again is no communication, because I believe if some of these businesses were informed that they had to wait, they just would have, I'm assuming.
Defending her creative process, she explained that she doesn't always know exactly when she'll post certain collaborations, as she prefers to align her content with the right season and mood. She stated her desire to be fully involved in all her content to ensure it's done well.
I'm not gonna lie, there has been situations before where a brand would have felt like it took too long. They would tell me and I would either force the content when they want it, like immediately, or what I would get most of is most brands would wait. On the flip side of that, I actually deliver a lot of content quick because if it fits the season, it goes out immediately. So most brands are comfortable with the work that I produce. So I'm really not accustomed to people like being very, very upset with the process itself. The communication is horrible, I always hear that, but because the content eventually comes out, or it's always good, or it brings back the return that they're looking for, it usually doesn't become an issue.
However, many solutions weren't satisfied with the explanation. One frustrated user wrote, "This is another level of unprofessionalism. If you can't produce the promised work within a certain time frame, the least you could do is notify the brand. Don't let so much time pass that they have to chase you down for an answer or their products." While another added, Still having the chain on your neck but not responding is insane. You'll mess with the wrong person one day and find out why nothing beats a Jet Mama holiday. In closing, the influencer denied being a scammer and apologized for her lack of communication, acknowledging that her approach to her content creation process may not have been respectful to the businesses involved. Chloe Dantes, NBC Prime.